Imagine waking up tomorrow, stock markets crashing, oil prices exploding, shipping routes blocked, and suddenly everyday Americans paying double for gas, food, and electricity. Now here's the shocking part. Some analysts believe a major global conflict involving Iran and the United States could trigger exactly that scenario. But the real question is, could Iran actually damage America's economy without directly invading it? And if so, what strategy could make that possible? Tonight we break down the geopolitical strategies, economic pressure points, and the global power struggle shaping the future of the world economy. The conflict between Iran, Israel, and the United States has intensified in recent years. Missile strikes, military operations, economic sanctions. But behind the headlines lies something even bigger, a silent economic battlefield. Because modern wars are not only fought with tanks and missiles, they're fought with energy markets, trade routes, cyber attacks, and financial pressure. Iran understands this, and many analysts believe Tehran's strategy is not to defeat America militarily, but to increase the economic cost of conflict for the United States and its allies. So today we explore a simple but powerful question. How could Iran potentially pressure the American economy during a major conflict? The oil weapon. To understand Iran's strategy, we must start with oil. Iran sits next to one of the most important waterways on Earth, the Strait of Hormuz. Nearly 1/5 of the world's oil supply passes through this narrow corridor. If a war escalated in this region, shipping disruptions alone could send global oil prices soaring. And when oil prices spike, everything becomes expensive. Transportation, food production, electricity manufacturing. Suddenly inflation explodes, and the American economy feels the shock. The global energy domino effect. Here's something many people don't realize. When oil prices surge, the shock spreads across the entire global economy. Factories slow down, shipping costs rise, air travel becomes expensive, and investors panic. Historically, major oil shocks have triggered economic crises. For example, the 1973 oil crisis caused inflation and recession across many Western economies. If a similar disruption happened today, the impact could be even larger because the global economy is more interconnected than ever. Cyber warfare modern conflicts are increasingly fought in cyberspace. Iran has invested heavily in cyber capabilities over the past decade. Cyber attacks could potentially target energy pipelines, financial institutions, infrastructure networks. While defenses are strong in the United States, even small disruptions can create fear in financial markets, and markets react quickly to uncertainty. That reaction alone can move billions of dollars in minutes. Regional allies and proxy conflicts. Iran also has influence through regional groups across the Middle East. These alliances allow Tehran to apply pressure in multiple places at once. For example, attacks on shipping lanes, disruptions in trade routes, regional instability. Each event increases the perceived risk in global markets, and when risk rises, investors become cautious. This can slow economic growth worldwide. The financial market reaction. Economic wars are often fought through confidence. If investors believe a global conflict could expand, stock markets can fall sharply. Currency values shift. Commodity prices spike. Global supply chains break down. The result? Economic uncertainty. And uncertainty can sometimes cause more damage than physical attacks. Could the U.S. economy actually collapse? This is where we must add perspective. The United States economy is the largest in the world. It has strong institutions, diversified industries, and powerful financial systems. So most economists agree on one thing: Iran alone cannot destroy the American economy. However, a large geopolitical conflict could still create temporary economic shocks that affect global markets. That's why policymakers focus heavily on preventing escalation. So what does all of this really mean? The real battlefield between global powers today is not just military, it's economic. Energy markets, trade routes, cybersecurity, financial stability. Countries compete not only for territory, but for economic influence. And in a globalized world, even regional conflicts can ripple across the entire planet. So now the big question is, could economic warfare become the main battlefield of the future? And if tensions between Iran and the United States continue, how might global markets react next? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think economic warfare could reshape global power in the coming years? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more deep dive geopolitical breakdowns. Thanks for watching.